Hello and welcome back to Ultimate Marble Racing, here today with a track showcase. So this is the Thunderzone, which is by Henry Iverson on Steam, which I found out is by Snorker, who's actually in our Discord and has also followed me on Twitch. So thank you so much for the follow. So since the last video we've actually had two followers. We've had Snorker and Dom the Bomb follow the Twitch channel, so thank you both for the follow. That'll be two new races added into the next season race, which will be tomorrow. So a bit more competition will be joining the races, and it puts us a step or two steps closer to towards affiliate, which is good. We are, I think, 10 away now. We have 39 racers, but 40 followers, as one person actually had their Twitch account hacked, unfortunately, and had to make a second one, which meant they followed twice technically. So yeah, we are 10 away now. So good things coming, hopefully. Once we hit affiliate, I've got some more plans to introduce into Ultimate Marble Racing. So it's something to look forward to. So with the track, so straight away it's already an interesting looking track. A lot of detail, a lot of work has clearly gone into this. A nice little logo just past the starting line. We've got all the clouds, the sort of grey stormy look, the weather, and even a lightning bolt going down as a bit of an obstruction. So we'll have a quick look through the course. So you come down this main straight, you've got a few obstacles to get around. Into a bend here, some nice lighting on the corner. And then you drop down here, it looks like it tries to hook you to the right as you drop in past this lightning bolt. And then a few triangles to get around and hopefully not get stuck on. We know what happens here at Ultimate Marble Racing, people always find a way to get stuck on these triangles. Then down onto these white tracks here, a little zigzag into a drop down. Over to some more triangles to slow you down. And another drop down again. And this then leads you down to this interesting looking, almost looks like a cannon. Some nice fire at the bottom to then fire you all the way across to this pipe at the far end. So you travel through this pipe, down into some more triangles to get in your way, around this loop, then wiggle down to the bottom of the ladder. A nice slanted ladder, which you don't often see. A lot of them are usually just vertical. And back up to the start. So I know I've actually added this, I've had some testing done on this already, and I've actually included it into the list of races for this season. So that'll be coming later on in the season. There is a change I'm going to have to make to it though now. So now that we've had a few more followers, we have more races than there are grid positions on a normal grid tile. So I'm going to have to add in a second grid tile for when we do this in the season race. Now for the showcases, I'm going to leave them as they are submitted, which does mean our three latest followers will not be taking part in this showcase casual race. There's no points, so they won't be missing out too much there. But they will be taking part in it when it comes around in the actual season. Now, movement wise, I'm thinking about potentially moving it down to the bottom, down here, before the ladder, because we have had ladders previously that are just before the start line, which is also the finish line. And it means that sometimes you get people neck and neck coming down this straight, and it's basically just a row finishing at the exact same time. It's down to whichever the leaderboard picks technically. So it's always a bit of a preference to have them before the ladder itself. Pesky Bird has joined the chat. Hello. Something about moving it down here using these two tiles, swapping them out for starting places, so it'll be a run down to the ladder on the first lap, and the finish will be just after that bend. So that's my thought for the season, but of course we're going to leave it untouched for this showcase, see what it's like in its current layout. But apart from that, everything else looks good. So now let's see how it performs. So we'll load in our races here. This last grid spot clearly causing a bit of a push, pushing Pesky Bird up onto the block that's meant to be stopping them. Got a little bit too slow there. So release them off onto the track as they make their way down past the first obstacles into the glowing light. So it looks like we've already got a few people stuck back here. So this first obstacle is going to cause some trouble for some people, as we've got Space Egg, Nick, Side Effects and Buddo stuck at the start. See everyone slowing down here and dropping down. Bad bounce there for a few of them. Boy Rider and Crimson. Crimson unfortunately getting pushed all the way to the back. They'll probably be hoping not to do the same in the actual season race. So they make their way down to the white zone. Looks like Shona's flying off ahead, followed by Mini and Magic. Everyone getting slowed down again, so it almost lets you out in a bit of a single file here. So it's all fighting for position coming into these slow down areas, as it looks like Space Egg and Nick have actually managed to release themselves from their stalemate and have caught up with Pesky, but Shona flying off in the distance, so see them drop down into the cannon here. Now I don't know if there's any areas that people can fall off and DNF on this track. Just as I say that, Cheese has found a way. Like I say, with our races, people always find a way. TJ has as well. So this cannon seems to be the risky bit. So we've seen a few people come off at this cannon. So this is going to be the hot spot to watch, clearly, this cannon. So I'm assuming, I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming the way this works is probably an invisible pipe. I could probably check. That's my guess, and as we've seen in a previous one on Sewer Speedway, we recently discovered that the pipes can sometimes have a little bit of a glitch, where if you're going quick enough you can actually break through the pipe wall itself, which is kind of amusing. So that'll be the... we've lost a few people here actually. So that'll be one area to keep an eye on. So in the actual season race, we'll keep our eyes on that cannon launch into the pipe entrance to see if we lose any racers as we make our way up the ladder. Quite a long ladder on this track, so speed things up a bit, get time going. So it looks like we actually have School of Thugs in the lead here, which is not usual for School of Thugs in our races. They've managed to make quite a reputation of not doing too well, especially in the pre-season. Season 1 probably not so bad, but definitely the pre-season. So where is... so of course Cheese absolutely making a name for themselves this season for DNFs. DNFing 4 races in a row. The last race actually not getting a DNF, but that's because it was a very hard track too, but still not securing any points. And Mario... where is Mario? Can we see Mario anywhere? Are they still on the track? Oh yes, there they are. Mario currently only actually having 4 points in the season, struggling to gain any point positions so far. But so far the track going quite well here. We clearly just have one main DNF point. So there's also a chance for you to rebound backwards, which will lose you some time, as Carol has done there. See Wood absolutely flying through there. I think grabbing that checkpoint, hopefully. Yeah, looks like they did. They just shot through it. As I think we just lost Pesky Bird, we did. Did anyone else get lost in that one? I don't think so. I think it's just Pesky Bird. Oh, Buddo's actually gone off somewhere over here. I think that was over here somewhere. Unless they were just dropping down from above. So it looks like Barto's the only one stuck up there now. So it looks like the DNF sort of calmed down a bit as you go through the laps. That might be down to people spreading out a bit. I imagine it's caused by both potentially speed and possibly collisions with other racers as you're going that quick into the pipe, sends you off at an angle, you get shot just straight past it. But it adds some excitement, adds a bit of tension and excitement to the race. So Shona, Skyline, Mario, Magic getting a bit stuck there. We've got Space Comet, Creeper, James joining Barto here. Sort of squeezing for that gap. Might be able to get hit free by someone potentially. We have T-Dub at the back. So I also don't know if there's a chance they can run off the back of here. It doesn't look like anyone's getting enough speed to. But I don't know if it's protected or whether there is the possibility. Maybe we'll find out at some point, maybe in the actual race. See the speed they fly through that cannon. So quick. So it looks like, oh, School of Thugs actually went off. But it looks like this time around Shady's having some trouble. I was going to say we haven't lost anyone to the cannon, but Shady seems to be stuck in a bit of a loop here. We'll probably have to get hit out. We'll see if T-Dub can do that. Yes, they do. Getting the overtake as well. Shady strolling through. As everyone is now back up onto the ladder. So we've got James and Barto still stuck over here. So Skyline currently in the lead with Mario and Logan just behind. Mario doing quite well in this race. It's a shame there'll be no points for it. We'll see if they can repeat this later on in the season when this track comes around. So as everyone's making their way down, sort of separating out a bit here. Get a bit of an overview of everyone dropping down towards the cannon. The Skyline gets shot up. Mario Hunter, see, as soon as I talk about them, and Ryder looks like they've gone off as well. So Mario, just as I've said how are they doing, manages to find a way to mess it up. Andrew also going off there. Jake flying through with a lot of speed, ricocheting through all the checkpoints. Must have gained a good few positions there. Shaq's now stuck where Shady was. So currently I don't know what the DNF count is. We are on 5 laps. In the actual race there will be 10. We're only doing 5 because it is just a quick showcase of the track. Just in time getting sent flying off. Shady's gone up now, rolling backwards currently, but he will get going again slowly. So how many people do we have left? I think we are now down to 18 racers. So with my testing, this qualified as a standard race and not an elimination race because the DNF rate actually wasn't this high in the initial testing I was doing, so that's why it was set as a normal race. Of course, elimination races being ones that have a 50% DNF or higher after a few rounds of testing is an average, and this didn't quite fall into that, so we could actually see some people, depending on how it goes in the actual season, we could actually see some people for the first time not getting any points. Now, this is what Jake absolutely flying through there, but I think that might have been checkpoint skips unless they... Yes, I think it was. I think they just flew across the track, missing the checkpoints, meaning they are a lap down. So this will be later into the season, so we may see it happens in another track, but this could be one track that we see people not actually getting any points and DNFing within the top 20. Because if you do finish top 20 but you are DNF'd, then you won't get points for it. So I realised I kept it on quite high speed on that one. That's why everything was going so quick. Skyline taking the win in this showcase and the fastest lap. Jake, unfortunately, a lap behind, would have been second. So Demon would actually take second in the showcase race. It looks like Magic will be taking third. Boer taking fourth. It's Space Comet, Wood, Space Egg, Nick, Cutsy, Carol, and then Crimson. Crimson just outside the top 10. T-Dub gaining a few positions with all the DNFs, and with Jake losing a whole lap. So it's Shax, then T-Dub, then Shady in 14th, and then Jake will be coming up to take 15th, and everyone past that is a DNF. So this time around actually was over 50% DNF rate. However, the track has already been locked in as a standard race, so it will be interesting when it comes round to watching this in Season 1. As now we just wait for Jake to make their way up, speed things up a bit, and cross the line. So we will now spectate our winner here as we wait for the DNF timer to count down and DNF all those people that have fallen into the storm. But an interesting track. It's going to be exciting to see how this performs in the actual races. See if the DNF rate is this high again. So you see how quick they get fired through that cannon. It's clearly causes some issues with that speed. So like I say, I'll be making the change for the starting positions. I'll be bringing them down to before this ladder. It's just like Skyline having some trouble actually getting on the ladder there. But apart from that, good looking track. Plays quite well. Something a bit different than some of our usual tracks. The DNFs are now coming through. So yep, top 15 were the only ones to finish. Everyone lower than that would receive no points in an actual race. So yeah, pretty good track, the Thunderzone. As I said, by Henry Iverson, who is also Snorker. They're one of our new followers, and also meaning one of our new racers. So we'll see how they perform. And Dom the Bomb, also one of our new followers, see how they also perform on the next race for the season. And we'll see how Snorker performs on their own map as well, further into the season. So we'll have a race tomorrow. Well, tomorrow for me, technically, at midday. So that'll be the 18th, Thursday, if I'm getting my days correct, at midday UK GMT time. Well, actually, I think tomorrow I'm actually going to have to do it a bit earlier because I have a clash in my schedule a bit with something else going on. So I think tomorrow's race is actually going to start earlier, which for the people that are in the opposite time zone is probably quite good because they're usually having to watch at midnight, and this means it's a little bit earlier for them. So yeah, I think it's going to be somewhere between 11 and half 11 once I get things ready. So yeah, there's a good chance that will be earlier than normal. And then of course there will be a midnight stream as well. So 2 races to look forward to there. But that is it for this showcase stream. Quite a short one today actually. I ran 5 laps, and I mean these showcase streams usually I try and make a little bit shorter, you know, we take a look around the track. I usually use it to sort of chat with the chat, because I don't have to focus as much on what's going on in the race, so it's a bit of time to relax and to chat with you lot. But that will be it. So if you're watching on Twitch, make sure you go check out the YouTube, go subscribe over there, go drop a like on any videos you enjoyed. It'll really help out the channel and help me out, help support Ultimate Marble Racing. The subscriber count's actually going okay at the moment. We've passed 100 subscribers, which is amazing, so thank you so much for that. If you're watching on YouTube, come check out the Twitch, come follow us live over here, trying to push for affiliate, and you can join in with the live chat, come and watch the races live and take part as a racer. And of course, check out the Discord, the link for that will be in the description. So with all that said, and I think that's it for this stream. That's it for today. So I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.